anointing, but it did not work. Just touch somebody close to you, and if they acting like they too deep to talk to you, tell them, neighbor, you shouldn't have came to church. But touch somebody close to you and tell them it did not work. We understand. Sit down. I'm almost there. We understand the problem here. We understand that this is an uncommon issue. And now, when all of this is going on, I'm breaking this thing down for you. When all of this is going on, Saul's son comes to David. Saul's son comes to David. Now, before David was ever anointed, this all took place after David's anointing. Now, Saul has a problem. Saul's problem is he knows that he don't need to be in the position that he's in because he's an arrogant individual. He don't listen. He is not understanding what God is trying to tell him. And some of us can get like that sometimes. We get besides ourselves. We don't want to listen to God. Y'all ain't got to say nothing. I don't care. We don't want to listen to what God has to say because it ain't what we want to hear. And when it ain't what we want to hear, we try to block it out. So Saul is dealing with these things. And now his son, Jonathan, comes to David and say, man, I want to give you this. He gives David his robe. He gives David his bow. He gives David everything that he could. And in the midst of this, David is hurting because the man that he had a relationship with, that he loved so dearly, that he was sent to play for, is now trying to kill him. This is why you gotta be real careful who you allow to get close to you, because then one minute they'll Hosanna you, and the next minute they'll crucify you. So now he's looking at it from a standpoint that I don't know what to do because I haven't done anything to anybody. And now the devil looks like he's coming at me on every end. But when you chosen for something, you got to go through something before you can ever get to what God has for you. I came to tell y'all something, Holly Grove. Y'all gonna have to go through some things before you ever get to the destiny that God has for you. Yeah, y'all went through some things in the past, but God sent the right person at the right time in the right season to turn things around. We understand, Bishop, that when Holly Grove didn't have a pastor, when others was trying to get here, y'all, I feel the Lord speaking to me now. When others didn't want to see you here, when others tried to sabotage you coming here, God says everything that they tried, it wouldn't work. Every time they tried it, it would not work. And the crazy thing about it is, folk will still hate on you after you got it, and don't even realize why you're hating. God is still blessing us. I don't understand why you have a problem with me being blessed, because if you help me celebrate what God's doing for me, then God can open up a door for you. This is why I don't need for you to be a hater. I need for you to be a participator. Help me give God praise for what he's doing, and watch how he turns things around for you. So we understand, brothers and sisters, I gotta get out of here. We understand that God works in mysterious ways. We understand that David had to go through some trials. We understand that David had to go through some tribulations. We understand that David had to go through being neglected. We understand that David had to go through being looked over. But at the end of the day, David was still chosen for the assignment that God placed on his life. And I'm getting ready to leave y'all alone, but would you just do me the favor and look at somebody close to you and say, neighbor, turn it up, say, neighbor, I don't know about you, but God is getting ready to do something miraculous in your life. I know my shepherd. I feel the preaching coming on. And I shall not want. Is there anybody in here that'll help me close and say, neighbor, the Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. He making me lie down in the green pastures. He leading me beside the still waters. For he restoring my soul. And yea, though I walk through the path of righteousness, for his name's sake, yea, though I walk, look at somebody and tell them I walk through the valley, but the Lord, he walks with me, he talks with me, he tells me that I am alone. And I came this evening to let you know, when you've been chosen for something, it does not matter what you've been going through, God will take care of you. I don't know about you, but I'm like David now. I bless the Lord at all times, and his praise shall continually be in my mouth. Is there anybody in here that'll give God a praise? Is there anybody in here that'll lift up holy hands? Say yeah, say yeah. God don't feel good, but I'm gonna preach this thing. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta get out of here, but just look at another neighbor. I feel a little bit better now. Look at another neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm coming out of this. I gotta come out of not wanting to be more than enough. I gotta come out of worrying about what they gonna say, because God's got me covered. I need to know, is there anybody that know he's got you covered? Is there anybody in here that know he walks with you? He talks with you. He tells you that you are his own. Shout yeah, shout yeah, shout yeah, shout yes, shout yes. But just tell somebody close to you. Tell them, neighbor, I'm already anointed for this. I'm already chosen for this. I don't have to wait till the battle is over. But I can shout right now. I can shout right now. Is there anybody in here that can shout right now that he's already fixing for you? He's already done it around. A little bit better. I felt a little bit better. I'll preach it how I feel it. But on my way out of here, I want you to do me the favor. I want you to look close at somebody. Look at the person that's close to you. I want you to tell the person close to you, God has not brought you this far for you to give up now. Everybody don't know your story. They don't know what you had to go through to get to where you are. They don't know the nights that you cried. Bishop, they don't know the nights that you asked God, why am I here? God, what do you have for me? I've been there. The one thing I've